going to discuss the essay, How to Tame a Wild Tongue by Gloria, and go into deep detail all about it and identify what's the hidden meaning and what is going on.
To start off, the essay How to Tame a Wild Tongue by Gloria attempts to highlight the undesirable social outlook and attitude of the community towards the way Chicano people speaks and the result of harming effects affecting the self-identity of the Chicano people dwelling on the borders. The general argument made by Gloria in her work, How to Tame a Wild Tongue, is that a wild tongue cannot be tamed, only cut. More specifically, she argues that she shouldn't be ashamed of her language. Writing this passage, I am my language, she suggests she is defined by her language. A person's language is the key to identity. This is the main idea expressed by Gloria in How to Tame a Wild Tongue. It is also a proof of identity. In this way, language unites and helps people to identify one another. It is up to every individual to value the language he or she speaks.
For ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos, she is someone who has lived a problem. She understands it in a specific manner due to her interactions with the problem. Pathos, many people in the world are also having this problem, which connects emotionally in a sense that these people tend to be ignored or even left out of the society due to their linguistic barrier. Logos, eventually was very well used in the sense that she evaluated different languages and how their problems tend to be alike. For metaphor, in the beginning, when an idea of the dentist is presented, the audience is given a metaphor that expresses the writer's experience. The quote, "The dentist is cleaning out my roots." A statement is made about what is taken away when one's language is taken away. Language for her identity because it is linked to entire life experience. When language is taken away, we are left with no way to communicate or relate to people around us. It is not necessarily about having everyone speak that same language, but how people are able to identify themselves within their language with music or movies. If language is taken away from that, the thing that makes sense because of language, such as music, books, or movies, can no longer exist in the same way. The metaphor about the dentist expresses the way in which the author's experience has made it difficult for her to hold on to the significance of her language holds.
The essay starts with Gloria describing a moment at the dentist's office. Instead of her teeth being the issue, it is her tongue. It poses as a challenge for the dentist as he works on her teeth. The way she refers to the whole experience is considered a metaphor that denotes her tongue or language. She refers to other different memories all the way from her childhood that have had a significant impact on her identity, with some memories leaving deep scars.
The narrator tries to justify herself and explains she wants to speak both languages. Different types of dialects of the languages. 1. Standard English. 2. Working class and slang English. 3. Standard Spanish. 4. Standard Mexican Spanish. 5. North Mexican Spanish dialect. 6. Chicano Spanish, which includes Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. 7. Tex-Mex, and 8. Picacho. The one she prefers is 6 Chicano Spanish and 7 Tex-Mex. What is Chicano language? Chicano English is an improper term for a non-standard variety of the English language, influenced by the Spanish language and spoken as a native dialect by both bilingual and monolingual speakers, also known as Hispanic English.
In conclusion, How to Tame a Wild Tongue analyzes and highlights the author's experience living in a community that struggled with identity for a long time. Language plays a big role in establishing our identity. It unifies and makes it possible for us to relate to others. Only you can value your language. It is a choice that no one can take away from you. The language you choose to speak is a personal decision. We are all diverse people and should accept and appreciate each other.
Another quote from the book is, "If you want to be American, speak American. If you don't like it, go back to Mexico where you belong." Page 34, lines 8 through 9. The Anglo teacher tries to act hard, which gives it bad input and makes her look bad. People who have a different native language usually have a hard time. They're literally mistreated and told to go back to their country because they speak different.
People nowadays in 2020, this is relatable by people are different by having different perspectives. It should be unified and not diverse. Something shouldn't be chosen on how they act or how they are perceived.
Okay. This was your learning channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Annalise.
And I'm Catrielle.
Tune in next time.